Welcome back to Profitly Hub, where we break down real business strategies in a clear and practical way. In today's deep dive, we are exploring how software as a service companies build recurring revenue. Our focus is on the powerful idea that retention is the new growth. Instead of chasing only new customers, leading software companies build systems that keep users engaged for years. This approach creates predictable income and long-term stability. By the end of this session, you will understand how onboarding automation and predictive analytics help reduce churn and increase company valuation. Let us begin with the foundation of recurring revenue. Recurring revenue is the heartbeat of any software as a service business model. Unlike one-time product sales, subscription software earns income every month or every year from active customers. This steady stream of revenue allows companies to forecast cash flow with greater confidence. Investors also value this predictability because it reduces uncertainty. When customers renew again and again, the company grows without constantly restarting the sales cycle. That is why retention has become a top priority for modern software firms. In traditional growth thinking, companies focused heavily on customer acquisition. Marketing budgets were spent on attracting new leads, running campaigns, and offering promotions. While acquisition is important, it can be expensive and unpredictable. When too many customers leave after signing up, growth becomes unstable. Retention shifts the focus from short-term wins to long-term relationships. A retained customer often generates far more revenue than a newly acquired one. Retention is powerful because it compounds over time. If a company keeps customers for 3, 5, or even 10 years, the lifetime value of each user increases significantly. Higher lifetime value allows companies to invest more in marketing and product development. It also strengthens competitive advantage since loyal customers are less likely to switch providers. Retention builds trust, and trust builds sustainable growth. That is why many leaders now say retention is the new growth. One of the biggest threats to recurring revenue is churn. Churn happens when customers cancel their subscriptions or fail to renew. Even a small increase in churn rate can reduce overall revenue dramatically. Software firms closely track churn because it directly affects profitability. When churn is controlled, revenue becomes more stable and predictable. Reducing churn is not only about saving customers, it is about protecting the entire business model. Understanding why customers leave is the first step in reducing churn. Sometimes customers do not fully understand how to use the software. In other cases, they do not see quick value after signing up. Poor support experiences or lack of engagement can also push users away. By analyzing customer behavior and feedback, companies identify common patterns behind cancellations. Once the reasons are clear, they can build targeted solutions. This is where onboarding automation plays a crucial role. The first few days after a customer signs up are extremely important. If users feel confused or overwhelmed, they may abandon the product quickly. Automated onboarding guides customers step by step through the setup process. It introduces key features in a simple and structured way. This early support increases confidence and reduces frustration. Net revenue retention, or NRR, is a killer metric for valuation. So what is it? It measures how much money you keep from existing customers after you factor in all the upgrades, downgrades, and cancellations. Now here's the magic number. When your NRR is over 100%, it means you're actually making more money from your current customers than you're losing. This is a massive green flag for investors. It screams that your product has real value and your customers are genuinely satisfied. High NRR doesn't just look good on a spreadsheet. It attracts serious money from people who know what they're looking for. It's proof that your business isn't a leaky bucket, it's a growing asset. This focus on retention completely changes how you think about marketing. The old way was all about chasing new leads, constantly filling the top of the funnel. But with a retention-first mindset, you start nurturing the customers you already have. This means smart email campaigns, regular product updates, and super helpful educational content. The goal is to keep your product top of mind and constantly remind users of the value it brings to their lives. When you're in constant communication, you reduce the risk of them forgetting about you or just drifting away. An active, engaged user is a loyal user, and that loyalty is priceless. Your pricing strategy is another huge piece of the retention puzzle. It's not just about what you charge, it's about how you charge. Transparent and fair pricing builds trust right from day one. Nobody likes feeling tricked or confused by their bill. Offering flexible plans is also key. Your customers' needs will change. They might need to scale up, or they might need to scale down for a bit. If your pricing can adapt with them, they're far less likely to jump ship just because of cost. Clear, simple communication about billing prevents those frustrating misunderstandings that can sour a relationship. When your pricing feels fair and aligned with the value you provide, it creates stability and supports a long-term partnership. You absolutely have to build strong customer feedback loops. This is non-negotiable in a retention-driven business. Think about it. How can you improve if you do and know what's working and what's not? Surveys, reviews, and especially usage data are your gold mines of insight. They tell you exactly what your users are thinking and feeling. Companies that truly listen can spot problems early and fix them before they become reasons to cancel. And when you act on that feedback, you send a powerful message. We hear you, and your opinion matters. This simple act of listening strengthens loyalty more than you can imagine and builds a fantastic brand reputation. Listening isn't just a soft skill, it's a powerful retention tool. Now let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: employee alignment. This is the hidden engine behind great retention. When your marketing team, your product developers, and your customer support reps all share the same goal of keeping customers happy, the results are incredible. It's about creating a culture where everyone understands that customer retention is a shared responsibility, not just one department's job. You need clear performance metrics that encourage everyone to work together. A unified team delivers a seamless, positive customer experience. And that consistent, high-quality experience is what keeps that revenue recurring month after month, year after year. Building a long-term retention strategy requires two things above all else: patience and consistency. There are no quick fixes that will solve churn problems for good. It's a long game. You have to commit to continuously investing in your product quality, in educating your users, and in analyzing your data. It's not a one-and-done project, but here's the beautiful part. Over time, all these efforts compound. They build on each other to create incredibly strong customer loyalty. And that powerful loyalty leads to stable, predictable revenue and a boardroom full of confident investors. This is the real power behind the idea that retention is the new growth. Technology is also a massive ally in this fight. We're seeing incredible advancements that are supercharging retention strategies. Artificial intelligence, for example, is getting so good at personalizing the user experience and even predicting which customers are at risk of leaving. Advanced analytics platforms can now process huge amounts of data in the blink of an eye, giving you insights faster than ever before. These innovations allow companies to be more proactive, more precise, and more effective. As these tools continue to evolve, our retention systems become more intelligent. And intelligent systems are what drive smarter, more sustainable growth. So, to bring it all together, that recurring revenue you dream of is built on a foundation of strong retention. It starts with automating your onboarding to make sure every new customer experiences your product's aha moment as quickly as possible, It involves using predictive analytics to see risks and opportunities before they even become problems. When you combine these strategies, you create a powerful system that reduces churn and drives up your company's valuation. The entire game changes when businesses shift their focus from short-term gains to building long-term relationships. This fundamental change in mindset is what has completely transformed how modern software as a service companies operate and succeed. If you found this breakdown helpful and insightful, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more practical business strategies just like this one. And if you got real value from this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Your support is what allows Profitly Hub to keep creating meaningful content for entrepreneurs and professionals. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.